What have you observed so far, besides the statement you just made?
Well, actually, when we became deeply involved in the issues related to climate change, we've seen that there is a big level of disappointment in the countries which have existential threat with respect to climate change. We all suffer from that, including Azerbaijan. But there are countries, especially small island states, which face existential threat. And their case sometimes was not put on the center of agenda. We did it. One of the important events during the COP29 in Baku was a summit of small island developing states, where Azerbaijan put forward a very ambitious agenda in order to provide practical support to those countries. It is obvious that without a consolidated approach of big actors, it will be difficult to support those countries, and those countries who don't have financial resources to address climatic issues. So I think it's a responsibility of countries which take this burden to do more. And Global South, absolutely objectively, is waiting for more support from the wealthiest countries of the world.
As you importantly pointed out, Mr. President, there has been a funding gap. And that funding gap was related to earlier promises which has not been carried out, especially to the developing countries by the developed economies. But it seems that the world is getting ever more divergent and also fragmented. Some of those so-called deficit of trust is only getting bigger. So how would a leader, at this moment of transition and when political trust could be diminishing, try to make sound judgment for your country? I think that means a lot of pressure. That means a lot of study and research.
I think one of the main factors for Azerbaijan's feeling itself comfortable in different environments is that we already did a lot with respect to our homework. We build a stable economy, we have a stable political system, we implement a lot of social programs which increase the living standards of people. We managed to reduce the level of poverty to approximately 5%. And with a strong partnership relationship with different international actors, we play a role of a certain facilitator. I already said about our strategic partnership declaration with China, but at the same time we have a strategic partnership declaration signed with 10 members of European Union. We have alliance declaration signed with Turkey, Uzbekistan, and Russia. So you see this diversified foreign policy trend is not just policy, it's based on substance. On every track, we have practical results, we have programs of cooperation, and our foreign policy, as any other countries, is just continuation of a domestic policy. So contribution of Azerbaijan to regional stability and regional peace in a broader geography rather than just Central Asia, Caspian, and Southern Caucasus is something which is already being appreciated by global international actors. And our position is that if every country just concentrates on its own agenda, do not try to interfere into other countries' affairs, then there'll be no conflicts, no disagreements, no wars. The only reason that still we have unstable situation and bloodshed all around the world is just because countries which had imperialistic past, they just want to continue to interfere, to dominate, to dictate, and this naturally leads to resistance. So we managed to protect ourselves from internal interference, but not every country has a potential to do that. If country is dependent from economic point of view, then definitely it will be less capable to resist and to defend its national interests. Economy is the bulk of everything. Ideology, economy, and national idea. So this combination in Azerbaijan really brought us what we deserve.